Hello you guys, and welcome to another Get Ready With Me. This is for the month of October, and I wanted to talk about that before I begin with the Get Ready With Me process. Okay. It does bother my perfectionistic tendencies and my OCD behavior a little bit, but that's okay. This is what I think I need to be doing from now going forward, and that is to upload the month after the happenings, what happened that month. Did I even make any sense just now? I don't know. But what I'm saying is today is the 2nd of November, and I'm talking about what happened in the month of October, so the previous month. And I wanted to get it all uploaded, completed the month of, like during when those things were happening. I want to talk about that and upload them that same month, but it doesn't matter and it's not realistic, and it's okay that I'm a few days later than my goal. That's fine. It just bothers me a little bit because I'm hard on myself and I am so OCD perfectionistic in so many areas. But anyway, so I've done this since 2023, so now it's been a couple years plus. I do a little collage for my Facebook, and then I just talk about what happened, what each picture represents, and what it means to me. And I took a picture of the photos that I used for my previous collage for the month of October for the year 2025. And I have 24 pictures that I'm going to discuss in the duration of this video as I get ready for the day. This is actually me getting ready for the second time. And after this, I have to run to Walmart for groceries. And then after that, I have to have a shower and wash my hair. So kind of a waste, but I was at my boyfriend's this weekend. And so I didn't have time to get this stuff done. And I'm rambling way too much at this point. But yeah, so let me just talk about things. Let me first say, though, I'm supposed to have a tattoo by now. I have this one. I have this one. I'm supposed to get one here, which I will leave you in suspense about. And I will let you know when I get it. But it's so frustrating because, and I don't do foundation. I recommend not doing foundation unless you have very splotchy or acne-prone skin. That's just what I've been doing for a while now. I don't do that. I think it's too hard on my body and too harsh on my face. But anyway, the tattoo artist, either him or me, are sick to where we have to reschedule. And I was telling my boyfriend, he's like, maybe you just need to find a different artist. I don't think he's avoiding me, and I do tip really well. I tip for hair, I tip for tattoos really, really well, and that was going to continue. It's just the date for it to get the tattoo has always been bumped up. Like, I've been trying to get this done for like probably 2 months now. And I originally wanted to get a new tattoo done every month until I reach my goal and get to all the tattoos I want. But that's just not very realistic either. So I'm trying to channel my realist in me, you know. But it's fine, it's fine. They're just tattoos. They're not a big deal. It's not like this is a health scare. But I just thought it was kind of funny. And I realized as I was taking off my makeup this morning for church, I had forgotten to put on the inner corners. I don't even think I did eyeshadow, which is kind of silly to think. That's okay. Brows. I used to not do brows for a time, but now I kind of like doing them. And I'm noticing that my brows, they're thinning. And I'm 28 this month. And I can say that now, this month, because now we're into the month of November. But I'm kind of glad I'm redoing my makeup before I go out again, because I realize that eyeliner is something I'm always going to suck at. One eye can look great, the other one can look terrible. And it's not the end of the world. It is not a big deal. Oh, I shook on it. So I was talking to Nate, and I was like, I'm not dyeing my hair again. We can bet on it. I'm not going to do it. And he's like, okay, $1,000. And I was like, ooh. So I did it that night, but I slept on it. And the day or two after, whatever day it was, a little bit after, I finally shook his hand. You know, that doesn't look half bad. But it doesn't look half good either. Okay, let's move on. I haven't really talked about anything. Well, I'm just bummed out about the tattoo because I want to feel more me, and that's a way to literally brand myself. Not literally, but potentially, possibly, perhaps brand myself in a way. So yeah, I was supposed to get that done on Saturday and not Sunday, so I would have had it for a day now, and I would have been so proud of it, but it's okay. The missionaries, I'm going back to church, and I'm visiting with the missionaries, or they're visiting me, and that is a different experience. I never would have thought that I'd be going back to church, but they started coming this month. They came for the first time on October 1st, which was a Wednesday. I'm going right. Okay. This camera just freaks me out and gives me jump scares. Like, it'll make noises and sound effects and just freak me out. This is very healing. Talking, like talk therapy, is huge. And if you're going through something, or even if you're not, just talking to people, it does wonders for the human spirit. Not even the brain, but like the spirit. There's no way that I can recreate that eye. I'm so sad because it looks so good on this side, but I'll try my best. But yes, the missionaries are coming. I have a talk prepared. It's not quite done yet. It's still in the rough draft stages, but you give a talk every now and again at church, in the Mormon church. And I'm excited to give mine when they ask me because I feel like I have a lot to say, and I'm a philosophy brain. I'm a nerd about that stuff, like philosophy and the perspective, the mindset, the human spirit, all that stuff, all that shit. And I'm not going to be a perfect saint. Like, I'm not going to get rid of my tattoos. I'm not going to cover them up every week. Like, I'm going to get more tattoos, and I'm going to swear I'm going to turn down callings. I'm not going to be the perfect LDS member, but that is okay because I'm doing it my way and what feels right for me. And I know the church is true, and I will not deny it anymore. I've never denied Christ. I've been uncertain, but I've never flat out said he doesn't exist. He's not real. I've never said that. But I don't know. I just realize there's more. There's so much more out there than I wanted to see and care to see. But yeah, so that's a very cool experience. And I don't know if there's going to be 24 pictures. Well, there should be. Anyway, I'm just going to go through this. I took a picture of the pictures. So I also love this spot in the fall time. It has these rows of trees, and when the seasons are changing and the leaves are turning, it is stunning. It glows a pretty golden kind of color. So that's really cool. Gilmore Girls, I'm rewatching the series, and it's really good. I just realized how frustrating Rory is and how similar my past self was to who she is in the show, you know, which is kind of goofy. And I even got compliments before that I look like her when I had straight across bangs. With my piercing blue eyes, my eyes have changed a little bit. They're darker now. They're not as piercing. They're not as blue. They're more like a green blue. But yeah, good show to watch. It's really entertaining and interesting. It's kind of cutesy and quirky and fun, and just a light-hearted thing to throw on in the background. I went duck hunting with Nate, and we also tried deer hunting this month, and both of those things weren't what we thought because it was more competitive at the time. So we'll go duck hunting again here when it starts snowing, when it's snowing on the ground, and that will be better to go because more people will not be there. Less people will be out there. The serotonin that I got when I changed my thermostat from cool to heat, We are in that time of year, you guys. I watched General Conference, which is a Mormon conference, like Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, when there are speakers and thoughts shared and people sit and listen and learn, and it's kind of cool. Very cool. I haven't done that for years. I don't know the last time I did, probably when I lived at home. But it was so cool to watch with my friend Connie. She invited me, and it's cool to be in her home and to spend time with her family and her, and just enjoy that light, because that is what it is. It's really cool. We got our first snow and our first frost this month. The snow was very short-lived, but it was crazy. It was a crazy storm during the school day. Like, I was at work and I was like, what is this? The kids were losing their marbles, like going crazy, because it was like a mixture of rain and snow and hail and even thunder. And my coworker was like, but Em, how can it be thundering without this or this? Like, she was explaining like the weather patterns. Like, it shouldn't be working this way. It's kind of fun to diagnose with her. My Uncle Josh, it's been 2 years this past month of October that he passed away in a paragliding accident, and he was a big part of our family. He was a big personality and a really cool person, and the town of Draper really does miss him. And my cousin and I, we painted rocks to honor him. That's what a bunch of people did to honor him this year, which was really cool. So fly high to my Uncle Josh. I bought a really pretty dress from Oceana, the label. And Ocean does ASMR. She has a clothing line, and she's a phenomenal, fabulous, beautiful person. She's so awesome. And to own a dress from her, it's not sponsored. This is not sponsored. What I did when I posted it, showing it, and what I'm saying now, none of this is sponsored. I don't know her personally, but she's amazing. And she turned around, because I sent her a message on Instagram. Was it Instagram? Let me double check. Let me see. Gotta get this right. Yes. So I sent her on October 9th the YouTube video, just a link, and I was like, hi Ocean, I doubt you'll see this or reply, but just in case you do, I just wanted to voice crack. I've been losing my voice nonstop for a week now, so annoying. I just wanted to let you know that I made a video on my channel giving a brief review from what I ordered from your clothing line. I'm so grateful to own one of your masterpieces. Thank you. She actually responded. Can you believe that? She actually responded. And she's just amazing. And I love her so much. I'm so proud to own that dress because I had that connection with her when I told her that I bought it. And she shared the link. That video of mine has thousands of views. And normally my channel, my content doesn't get that much attention, which is fine because I like being in the quiet. I don't like being in the limelight. But for her to do that for me was so kind, for her to share that link with her followers. So that's really cool. Anyway, my friend surprised me with some good bread. I think it was zucchini bread, she said, at work. And that went perfectly with my canned soup. Because I do canned soup. I don't make it myself because I'm lazy. We got donuts at work, which is fun. I went to what's called the Straw Maze and the Haunted Forest here in town. And Rexburg doesn't, no, I'm sorry, I live here, I can say this, doesn't have much to offer, but there are still fun things to do. There's enough fun things to do, and that's one of them. So I went with my friend Connie and her sister's husband. Working out, I've been slacking the past few weeks. My sister Ashley and I have been either busy or tired, just not in the mood. So we're trying to get back at it. My mom came to visit very briefly, and that was very fun to have that girl time and just catch up and spend time and hang out. She's a sweet person. I was at Walmart for something the other day, and they had free cookies, like a free table full of cookies, and the cookie wasn't the best. It probably sat out for too long, but it was still really good. And it was for their customers. They were doing that all day for their customers, which I thought was really cute. One of the kids gave me a hat and said that he said so-and-so was making hats for the staff members, and I thought that was super cute. Mine, the one he gave me, had purple and pink on it. I'll keep it forever. It's like a little beanie. And then I've had, I swear, 3 colds in 2 months. That or this lingering cold that will not go away and that keeps transforming into a new strain or something. I don't know what's going on, but my body, my illness is like possessed or something because I keep getting sick. So I'm relying on vitamin C. Need to do that more because before I ran out and never repurchased. I babysat for my sister Ashley, her two younger two. And it was so cute when Jack, the middle child, when he ran around in his costume, like the Minecraft character, whatever. I don't know much about those things, but it was really cute. And then he got his ice cream too. He dished up like one small scoop each, and it was so cute. Both my parents came up to Idaho just to look at land, to see houses, whatever, to get an idea of what they want, because they do want to end up back here after they retire. And we went to Wendy's, of course, because it's a McAllister trend. And then Daxon, he passed away in 2024, so it's been like a year and a half, and I miss that dog like crazy. He is so special to me. He's so sweet. And it's been another birthday with him gone, the second one with him gone. And I miss that dog so, so much. And then for Halloween, the day before, we had a field trip. We did a few activities around town, and one was about Hocus Pocus. And it's these really elaborate, fancy costumes, and it's super cool and so well done. And they do amazing every year. I've only seen it twice, but I know from what I've seen, they do this every year. They go all out. Like, they are decked out. This is the last step, and then I have lips. And then for Halloween, it landed on a Friday this year, which is good because the kids won't be crazy the next day. They'll have the weekend to calm down. That's our theory anyways, as like staff members. But I dressed up as Snow White, and my friend Connie, my coworker Connie, she was the Evil Queen. And then that night I changed into my deer costume to match Nate, who was going to be a hunter. And I thought the costumes this year were like on par, and I'm proud of how they turned out. So that's good. Let me see if I talked about everything. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this video idea up. Before in the past, I kind of got lazy and stopped the habit where I would include pictures, but I want to do that again. I think that's a cool way to do it, to have this recorded memory. So I'll keep that up. Oh, I gotta switch the times. I switched 1 o'clock in my room, but yeah, it's daylight savings. Funny how they still do that. They get complaints about it every year, but they go ignored. Okay. And then this. In the future, I do also want to switch up my makeup looks and try different things. But this will have to do for now. Doesn't look bad. Okay. Let me just check really fast if I truly did talk about everything. Yes. Okay. For a thought, this is going to be kind of spiritual and going off of a church-related perspective, but well, I'm going to choke on my own slide. What did she say? I need to read that word she used. There was a sister missionary who told me. Charity prayer. Okay. So you don't have to believe in Christ to have charity. Charity is the pure love of Christ in the church with our doctrine. But have charity towards yourself. And it makes me emotional thinking about it. But do not be hard on yourself or your past or who you once were. Focus on the now, today, tomorrow, who you can become, who you are right now, and that you're good enough right now. If you've done things you're not proud of, if you weren't the best person, if you did something wrong, it is okay. And you can move past that, you can move on, and you can realize that is okay. I am not perfect, I am enough, I'm a good human being, I have a good heart, I have a good head on my shoulders, I have a lot to offer this world, and I'm going to leave my stamp. of who I was and what I did, and I will do a lot of good in my life. And so just know, like, it doesn't define you. It is not you. It does not complete you, the bad things that you've done, or if you've inflicted pain or caused pain of any kind for anyone or anything. I've done things that I regret or that I'm not proud of, but I realize that's why I have Christ. And this is when the gospel comes into play, and I won't get too preachy, but that's just where my belief is at and how my belief system is. But it is okay to be imperfect. This life is all about just doing the best we can and being the best we can be, and knowing that that's enough. Like, that is plenty. That is more than enough. We do not have to do any more than our very best. And even if we can't give it our best all the time, that's okay too, because we're just living and breathing and doing the hardest that we can do. And so just give yourself that charity, that pure love for yourself and your mistakes and your shortcomings, and just know, like, it's okay. All right, I'm going to end with that. This is the final look, and I'm going to go now. Toodles.